Alrighty guys, as you can see in the video, this is how I'm going to turn a $50 funded account with Top Step into $3,000 in about 1 to 2 months, depending on how long it takes me to pass this account. So if you know anything, if you know anything about trading, a lot of companies will do a funded account for you. So it's you pay a certain amount a month to have an account, and pretty much with the account you take an evaluation where you have to meet a profit target by day trading. Once you hit that profit target, they will give you a real account to trade with. It's not real money, but it's a real account, and they will pay you out based off how much profit you make with that account. And usually it's a 90 to 80% split. So you get 80 to 90% and they take 10 to 20% of however much you make. The one I'm using is called Top Step. It's a very popular futures one. And these are their rules. So it's a $50,000 account. I have to reach and maintain $3,000 profit. My best day cannot be bigger than 50%. So I can't make more than $1,500 in a day. And then I cannot lose more than $1,000 in a day. Or altogether, I cannot lose $2,000 overall. So I can't let the $50,000 go to $48,000. So pretty much how I'm going to do this is I'm going to start out by risking I forgot the math. Okay, so no, I'm going to start out by risking 250 per trade. So I was correct. And what we're going to do is we're going to use a simple breakout strategy. So if you know anything about trading, everybody has to have a strategy to actually make money by reading the candlestick charts. So right now we're using TradingView. This is going to be the micro E-mini Dow Jones. So it's the US 30. It's a United States indice. And then we're also going to be trading the NASDAQ, which is NAS 100. It's a United States indice as well. So it's just 100 of the most popular stocks in America put into one mega stock, to be simple. So pretty much what we're going to do is we're going to use a simple breakout strategy, and all we're going to be doing is looking for price to break out of key areas of support and resistance. Sorry, I was just trying to remove all this clutter from the screen. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to take, these are going to be our rules. We're going to take 2 trades per day. If the first trade is a win, we're going to quit the day. If the first trade is a loss, we're going to take one more trade if we see our setup. And if we do not see our setup, then we might just call it a day and preserve our capital. Now, as you guys know, some people like to say trading is gambling, which in my opinion, I feel like everything in life is a gamble. Everything in life is a risk. So you got to take that risk. You know what I mean? So overall, we cannot lose $1,000 in a day. So we're only going to be risking max $500 per day. If we take 2 L's, then it will be down $500. And if we take 1 win, we will be up. We're going to be looking to get a 3 times return per trade at the most. So if we win 1 trade, we'll be up about 750. That's the minimum I'll take. So overall, we have a balance of 2,000, and we need to make 3,000. So this is how it's going to be working. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to break it down in mathematical probability terms. So with this breakout strategy, we're only going to need to win minimum of 3 trades to be profitable. So we're going to take 10 trades in a week. So 250 times 7 is 1750. So if we lose 7 trades but we win 3, we will make, so 1750 is what we'll be losing, and 2250 is what we will be making. So the minimum balance we can make is 500 a week. So we need 3,000. Worst comes to worst, we do only 500 a week. It will take us about 6 weeks with a 30% win rate. So we only need to win 30% of our trades weekly to make $500. Unfortunately, if we do have 4 losses in a row, no, how many losses do we need? I'm sorry. So unfortunately, if we do have 8 losses in a row, we will blow the account. But 8 is quite a good amount. All right, let me make sure I did that right. Was it 8? 8 is a very good amount that we only need to win like 2 or 3 trades to keep that balance going. So basically, minimum, I'm going to be looking for a 30% win rate. Ideally, I would want to see 50 to 40%, because if we did 40%, we would make 3,000 and we would be losing 1,500. So it'd only take us 2 weeks to pass if we can get a 50% win rate in 2 to 3 weeks, depending, So anyways, now that all the probability part is gone, what I'm going to show you guys here is the strategy we're going to be using. And if you want to trade live with me, I will be trading live every single day until we pass this account on YouTube every morning at 6:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So honestly, if you see these 2 little dotted lines I have right here, this is a good area where the NASDAQ 100 has been consolidating in. So it's going up, it's going down, it's going up, it's going down, but it won't break out of these. Let's say this is actually a better area. So these 2 red lines right here is our support and resistance. That's what we like to call it as traders. So it keeps pushing up to about 21,305, and it keeps getting rejected, and it keeps coming down to 21,269-ish area, and it keeps rejecting and going back up. So as you guys can see right here, right now, this is the live chart. It's Sunday, May 18th, 8:40, and we already had a break, what we like to call as traders a breakout. So as you can see, price is going to the downside. Now with futures day trading, you can either sell or you can buy the market. So if the market is selling off and you want to hop in and make profits off that sell, or off that bearish move is what we like to call it, you will hit the sell button, and based off how much money you want to risk, that you can do, your lot sizes in there. I can get into that in a later video. But pretty much what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to have a 25 tick stop, which is a very tight stop loss, the tightest you can get, in my opinion. If you did anything under than that on like something like this, you almost would just get stopped out immediately every time, unless you were really, really good with your entries. And the max we're going to look for in profit, either way, if it buys or sells, we're going to look for a 75 tick take profit. So right here we have a breakout, and what I like to do with a breakout is I like to wait for price to break in either the sell off or buy up. So as you can see right here, price was going up and down, up and down, up and down, and finally we get a breakout. Now for me, in order for me to enter a trade like this, I need to see confirmation, like a big red or green candle with no wick, because if you have a wick, that means price went down to this area and reversed back. So you don't want to see a lot of wickiness, because it could just pull back and continue in whatever opposite direction you are not, trying to make profit off of. So, I mean, this would be a decent candle, but we want to see something like this. I mean, this does have a little wicks to it, but it's kind of like an even body, so that is coming down with a lot of selling momentum. So let's pretend that we saw this candle right here and we entered off of it. And then boom, all we would wait is for price to just keep going in our direction. Once it hits the 75 tick area, I would be looking to close my position. Sometimes I want to, hold a little bit of runners, because if we're risking 250 to make 750, if we get a full 100 points, we'll actually make $1,000 off that. So depending on how fast price is moving, like if we had a candle like this towards the end where I was touching the zone, I'd want to keep holding it and maybe drop down to the 1 minute time frame, something like this, and just watch these candlesticks, because if it reversed green like this, I might be looking to close or set my stop loss somewhere above these 1 minute candles, just so we can keep riding that momentum and, potentially make more profit. Because if we get like 1 to 4s, 1 to 5s here, that means in order for us to lose all that money, we'd have to lose 4 to 5 times that amount. Because if it's a 1 to 4, we made 1,000, so we're risking 250 per trade. We need to lose 4 of those trades to lose all that money. You guys staying with me? Anyways, so as you guys can see here, we actually entered this trade on that account right now. We would have got a 1 to 8.8. So let's do the math real quick. I need to hurry up because my computer is going to die. 250 times 8.8. We'd be up 2,200. Now, honestly, if this was, I forgot that we have, I forgot we have the consistency rule of we can't make more than 50%. So we'd have to pull out at a 1 to 5. I think it is a 1 to 5. 250 times 5. No, it'd be a 1 to 6. So we don't want to go past a 1 to 6. But I would look to ride to a 1 to 6. God, that sounded so gay. But anyways, as you guys can see right here, price just continued to push down. Never stopped us out, because if it stopped us out, it would push up and it would be out of this little red box right here, if you know what I'm saying. But potentially, I mean, if this was like a live account or something else where you don't have a consistency rule, you'd already be up like fucking $2,200. It's a great breakout trade. So this is just a simple trade. You know, there's nothing complicated. The most complicated thing in trading is just learning when to understand that you lost, and tomorrow will be a better day. So that's why you have rules in place, like only taking 2 trades per day. Usually if this was like an actual live account with 50,000, the most I would actually be comfortable with risking is 2%. So, which I think is what we're kind of technically risking. Let's see, 50 divided by 100 times 2. No, so if I actually had a $50,000 account, I'd be risking, you know, $1,000 to make $3,000, but unfortunately we do not, and there's rules on these funded accounts, so you have to kind of, you know, play within their little game here. But let's see if we can find another good example. I want to show you guys a buy side example. I think this would be a good little, this isn't the best, but it's good enough as for what we found. So as you guys can see, price kept rejecting this area right here. Boom, rejecting, boom, rejecting. I'd actually look somewhere like this, because you can see it rejected off upwards of this red line and it rejected down. So this is a good little gap we have right here, like a fair value gap, I guess, if you're a ICT trader. That's what they do. So as you can see, that we have this whole fair value gap. So I'd want to see us push above this to enter a buy position. Now this isn't live. This happened on Thursday, May 25th at like 7 p.m. or something. But as you can see, you know, we take the entry off this candle right here, the top, actually something like this. It's a bigger candle. And unfortunately, we'd probably get stopped out right after that. So that's why I'd kind of wait till after this candle closed if it was small like this and see what the next candle does. But yeah, see, we'd be risking 25 to make 75. Unfortunately, we would have got stopped out. Would have been an L trade. But as you guys can see, you know, that's what it would look like on the opposite end. So that's how I'm going to turn this $50 account into $3,000 a month, because $3,000 a month would be, you know, let's say we take 40 trades in a month, and let's say we have a 40% win rate. At best, we have a 40% win rate. So that would be what, 10, be 4, 8, 12, 16. God, I'm slow. Be 16 trades we won, which is $750 per trade. So that'd be 40. Wait, what? So 40 divided by, so yeah, it'd be four times a week. 4 times 4 is 16. So it'd be 12,000. I don't know why I came out to 48,000. So 12,000 we'd win. Is that right? Okay, yeah. So 12,000 we'd win, and then the other, what is 40 to minus 16? I'm not good at math. 24, so we'd lose 24 trades. So we'd make 6,000 actually. So we don't even have to win that much if we did 30%. So it's actually, we're going to meet more than our goal. 30% would be, what, 750 times 3 times 4 would be 9,000. And then 6, 9, 12, 40 minus 12. Okay, so we'd lose 28 trades. Yeah. 28 trades, and what did I say, 9,000? So we'd make 2,000 in a month. So realistically, if we have like a 35 to 40% run rate, which I've actually done with this multiple times, I already have a funded account with them. But using this strategy is what usually gets me most profits. I've tried multiple strategies. You know, I've tried, instead of, you know, buying breakouts, I've tried, you know, waiting till price comes back to areas like this and buying the opposite direction, you know, looking for those big momentum moves. But this is the simplest thing for me, man. This is how I'm going to turn $50, because in order to get one of these accounts, all you need is $50. See if I was to reset it. Boom, boom. Oh, god damn. Now you guys see my card. I'm going to have to block that out and edit this video. But anyways, if I click reset account, yeah, let me see if I could do this real quick. Can I block it? Oops. Put that back. Okay, whatever. Anyways, we had some technical difficulties. I was going to show you guys exactly, like if I was to hit reset this account right now, it would charge me another $50, but I don't want to show you guys my card information. So, I mean, I don't care if you see my username or anything like that, but pretty much this is what you got. These are your rules right here. All you got to do is follow the rules, show them that you're a consistently profitable trader. And even the cool thing is your first $10,000 you make with them, you get 100%, so you don't have to do what theirs is a 90-10% split, but with your first 10,000 you make, you don't even have to split it with them. So after 10,000, then you do a 90% split. So that's pretty much how I'm going to turn this $50 into a $3,000 a month to $4,000 a month to $5,000 or even $6,000 a month profitable income. And yeah, man, if you want to trade live with me every day, I'll be here Monday through Friday on this YouTube account, live streaming the whole journey until I pass this account. And then after that, man, we're going to jump straight into Discord, and I'm going to have to make you guys pay to get in that Discord. But we will, this is just going to be some free stuff I do. We will talk about that later when that actually happens. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And like I said, hit a like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you got to do. And we'll see you tomorrow, because today is Sunday 18th at 8:50. We'll see you tomorrow, Monday at 6:30 Mountain Standard Time. If you're on the East Coast, I believe that would be 9:30. But I'm Mountain Standard Time, so 6:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. We'll see you guys. We're going to start this new challenge. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's go.